see the tributes behind. How emotional is it tonight?
Oh, it is emotional. It is emotional because, you know, like you said, from Saturday when you heard the news, celebrating. He went to bed at the hotel because he'd done his job. That was not only for Matt Busby and Bill Phillips, who played in the final, but also for those wonderful lads. Well, it's been unbelievable, really, because, you know, when I got the phone call on Saturday morning, you start thinking about the great man, how he performed day in, day out, training on the pitch. One of the most memorable things, I would say, that whether we were winning, whether we were losing at half-time or drawing at half-time, Bobby, we can score 4 more. We can score 4 goals. And that was the way Manchester United were playing. That's what he wanted. And his passing, his great goal scoring, you know, it was poetry in motion when he picked the ball up.
In the history of this,
well, you can see that now, can't you? I mean, and what I've got behind me, it's just incredible. And the statue as well. I mean, there's 3 of them there. I mean, okay, we had this when George sadly passed, you know, and Bobby's deservedly got what he's having at exactly the same moment.
It's been an incredible.
A very honest, great family man. That was another thing about him. Humble. When they opened the stand here for him, the south stand, he had tears in his eyes, and I said to him, "You okay?" He said, "I don't deserve it." I said, "Well, you deserve everything you get through from every supporter, everybody throughout the world."
And he deserves all of it.
Oh, obviously he'd put English football on the map 2 years before, but that was the moment, obviously 10 years on from Munich, when the world really kind of came to love Manchester United and everything that team represented, the fight back from what they'd been through, and Bobby was the sort of the leader really of that. And whenever I go around the world, and I do go around the world, and people ask me a lot about Manchester United, it's difficult when you're an Everton supporter talking always about Manchester United, but I do, because I know people always want to talk about the club, but they always then will say Bobby's name, and it's a name that they will always utter with great reverence and respect because of everything he stood for. I think he stood for a kind of an ideal of the footballer, how the footballer should be in people's minds. You know, everything about him was at the highest level, both as a footballer and as an individual. And this club, but this city, this country will miss him greatly.
Did you ever get the chance to meet him?
On many occasions, he would console me when Everton would have lost here. So I did get the opportunity to meet Sir Bobby many times, and he was everything that everybody thought him to be, as far as I could see. You know, I genuinely feel it's the end of an era at this point in time. You know, with the loss of Francis Lee at Manchester City, with the news this evening about Bill Kenwright, but of course Sir Bobby Charlton is somebody who can rightly be given the name legend, because that's what he is of this club and of English football as a whole.
Good, just